Hi, Bill Polnick with Bluegrass Hemp Oil, Kentucky Cannabis Company. It's late Sunday night. We have about 72 hours to go in this year's legislative session here in Kentucky. And for the hemp industry, specifically for CBD producers and CBD users, we have grave concern at this hour. We had one bill that passed the House and Senate already, 218. This was championed by the Ag Commissioner. It's a do-nothing bill, doesn't protect hemp farmers, doesn't protect the hemp industry, does nothing for the children. Matter of fact, I believe this bill is in violation of the Federal Paper Reduction Act. Next, we have HB 448 that did have 1% in it, but yet now it's been changed and it gives the power back to the federal government. I wrote a letter to Senator Rand Paul's office the other day, and I received a response this afternoon, and there's some concerning verbiage in this letter. They acknowledge that even though 1% is leaps and bounds from psychoactive product, that they can't keep people from shifting it around when they talk about moving it from just 0.3 to 0.6 tenths of 1%. So at the federal level, if they can't get that, how's that going to work for the kids? It's not. That's why we need the LRC, the Kentucky legislative body, to change it to 1%. So hemp farmers here in Kentucky have protection. So children that use cannabidiol oil will be reassured it will remain accessible to them. Because if this law gets passed and it moves the 0.3 back to the federal government and we don't increase it to 1%, we fear they will shut down the CBD industry here in Kentucky. We already do not have access to plants that tested over 1/10 of 1% over. They tested 0.4 versus 0.3, and we don't have access to that. So we have to go by that standard, and that standard is telling us that we won't be allowed to do this anymore. So we're asking people to please contact the Legislative Research Commission. We're going to post numbers. Please contact Governor Matt Bevin and tell him your story and request his help in this. And also, please email Senator Paul Hornback here in Kentucky. He's the chairman of the Ag Commission, and tell him your stories. We need to make sure this gets changed. If not, our children will suffer.